Are your rights being taken from you? Hi, Tony Corenzo here from Italian Dual Citizenship Assistance, and this is a message for anyone concerned about the recent decree law impacting recognition of Italian citizenship by descent. Now, I've been discussing the decree with some of the top Italian citizenship attorneys to keep you up to date on this crucial issue. Let's explore what's changed, what might still change, and how you can protect your eligibility and your rights under Italian law. Now, you may have been born with the right to Italian citizenship through your heritage under Italian law. That hasn't changed. But what has changed is how the government in Italy is trying to restrict that right moving forward. But it's important to note that this law may be temporary, it may be subject to challenge, and it is likely to evolve. And I want to start by honoring our immigrant Italian ancestors. You know, from 1880 to 1914, over 13 million Italians left Italy in search of opportunities. It's one of the biggest mass migrations of people from any country voluntarily ever in history. And their sacrifices and support helped Italy grow. From 1880 to 1914, they literally helped by working, making money in other countries and sending back to their families, build the infrastructure of early Italy, which was unified in 1861. And then through the two world wars, they helped to rebuild Italy with the money that they sent back home. So their descendants deserve fair and consistent treatment. And stripping rights from their descendants now would downplay and dishonor their legacy and contributions. Now, this is a look at the decree's real impact, this Decree Law 36. The law limits recognition to only two generations, whereas previously Italian citizenship by descent was open to everyone with no generational limits. And it removes automatic recognition from minor children. Now, these shifts are significant, but these two items are also most likely to be reconsidered as this law moves through its various stages and the inevitable court battles that are going to ensue. And I do think that it's highly possible that some provisions may be softened. The generational limit of three generations is something that's been talked about for years. And that may be one of those things that gets capitulated in trying to get this law passed. Also, another item on that table would be minor children being able to gain automatic recognition, which is the way it's always been. And definitely being proactive now may help you secure your future eligibility. If you're already on record, you may be better positioned to benefit from any future changes. Now, legal experts believe this law is vulnerable. It bypassed important judicial and legislative processes. Courts will be looking at whether the law holds up under Italy's constitution and international norms. And the government did not wait for the constitutional court's already scheduled review of citizenship law. That choice has opened the door to challenges and increased pressure to amend or clarify this law. You don't need a lawyer to navigate this process, and you don't have to go to court, but taking some kind of action now, even just beginning the documentation process, may protect your standing if the law changes in your favor. And this process is just at the beginning. Several points of review are built into the system, and future rulings may shift how this law is interpreted or enforced. Here's a probable timeline for the four upcoming legal and legislative milestones this decree and its subsequent law will face. And as you can see, there is definite potential for change for at least 2 to 3 years to come. Now, most Italian citizenship attorneys are recommending for people who are ready or nearly ready to initiate a court case before the 60 days are up. The idea they propose is that the decree can't retroactively strip you of Italian citizenship that you were born with. But once that decree is made into law in 60 days, that point might get a little bit more challenging to fight, but not impossible. And if the law softens or the deadline moves, your proactive steps now could mean the difference between inclusion and exclusion. And for the record, we've been here before. The 1948 gender equality cases were dismissed for years before finally being won in 2009. Without those who started the fight early, none of us would be benefiting from that today. And this is a similar turning point that we're facing right now. Our view is grounded in fairness. If you were born with a right, it shouldn't be just taken away because a new law was passed later. And we're here to support that principle and to support you, no matter how long it takes. You remember you're not alone and you don't have to start a legal battle, but you do need to act now to make sure you're included in whatever happens next. Now let's protect what's rightfully yours together. Now is the perfect time to start gathering your documents and begin preparing to apply for dual citizenship. And you can do all of that without paying an attorney. We'll show you the way. If you're ready to get started protecting your rights, right now the door is still open. Let us show you how to walk through it. Book your 20, 30, or 60-minute consultation at italiandual.com and let's get started. We can help you understand your eligibility, get started gathering your documents, and help you get clear on next steps and your best path forward. And we can connect you with several top Italian citizenship attorneys. You can reach us at italiandual.com to book your 20, 30, or 60-minute consultation, or you can email info@italiandual.com. And as always, please join our Italian Dual Citizenship Assistance Facebook group, which is a great place to get more information. I look forward to speaking with you. I'm so glad so many people have been taking advantage of these very affordable 20, 30, and 60-minute consultations to understand the changes in this decree and get their questions answered. And I hope to see you there too. Talk to you soon. Take care.